Layers are the most difficult part in GIMP and in Photoshop. But valuable knowledge you must have to create montages or blending photos. If you want to combine two photos together, to blend them, or 3 photos, 4, 5, 10 photos, 20 photos, as many photos as you like, if you want to blend them together, you must use layers. Otherwise, you will not be able to create a blended picture. Now, the first thing you have to do is to duplicate your layer. Now, choose the Move tool and be sure that you have duplicated your image. This is important because you will avoid losing your work, your original image. If you won't save it, if you do any mistakes and you won't save it, you will lose and the original. So, duplicate your image from the beginning, and if you do any mistakes in the first image, then you will not have any problem. You just delete the layer and you have your original image. So now I want to bring another photo inside GIMP. I have it in my desktop. I have this one. I'm waiting for the image to come inside. You see here. Let's try once more. Okay, as I see, this picture is very big. I have to resize it, to scale it. It comes in a normal scale as I have to. Well, here's picture. I need a little bit scale. Okay, smaller. Now I have the two pictures that I need to blend. How to put more trees? Here. The first thing we have to do is to go in menu bar, press layer, mask, add a layer mask. Add a mask that allows non-destructive editing of transparency. Here a window is opening. Add a mask to the layer. Initialize layer mask to white full opacity. You can choose whenever you like. Black full transparency layer, alpha channel, transfer layer, alpha channel selection, grayscale, whatever. I choose the white full opacity from this work I want to do, and then press add. Now, blend tool. Press the blend tool. You can fill selected area with a color gradient. Okay. From tool options, you must choose one from blending modes. You have here, press the arrow down and see a drop-down menu. You can see here many blending modes: normal, dissolve, hide, color, erase, lighten only, screen, dodge, addition, darken only, multiply, burn, overlay, soft, whatever. You can choose whatever you like. Every blending mode you choose, you can have very different and interesting results in your blending pictures. I choose now the multiply. Okay, I have the blending mode, and now I try to use it here to delete the edges of my picture. I don't like the edges. I want a beautiful blending, so I must clear it. Good. be patient so to do the job correct. Clear it. Clear it in all edges. Don't hurry up, just okay. Now, some trees disappeared completely, so I have to save them. Go to layer and duplicate layer. You see now, the layer is duplicated. This is one from the easiest ways to blend two pictures. Now, if I like the result, I can save it. Go to File, go to Export As. A window will open. Give a name to your beautiful picture you have just created. I will give this the name Exotic Sea. Opa, Exotic Sea. I see spec. Okay, I am okay. Spec. Okay. If my computer does not support specs and I must choose some other format, I can do, if I want to upload it on internet, the photo, I must save it as PNG. Where is PNG over here? If I want to upload it on the internet, I can save it as PNG. Maybe I can save it as a portable document format, PostScript, BPM image. You can choose the format you want and your computer can support. So, TIFF, BMP, bitmap, whatever. And then you choose where you want to save your picture in a special folder you have in pictures and documents. I want to save it in my desktop so to find it easy. Okay, now I think I am ready and export. Here, when you press export, another window is opening. You have to choose the quality. I choose 100% quality. If you want to upload it on internet in a PNG format, you may save it in a less quality, 50%, 40%. So only you to have the full resolution of your picture. Export. Now let's see in my desktop if I have done, I have saved it correct. Let's see my Exotic Sea. Double click on the desktop icon and now wait a minute. Okay. I have saved it correct, but I have here, you see, the lines didn't clear properly. It is not correct. I close and I come again in my original. I have to clean better all the parts. And then go File and export it again, Export As. Leave it the same to replace the previous one. Export. And here comes a window that says a file named Exotic Sea already exists. Do you want to replace it? Replace. If you want to replace it, it will delete the first one and you will replace it with this one. Export. Let's see again. Double click and open the icon. Okay. Okay, it needs a little more. It's not perfect. You have to try it better. Okay. This is the way of making montages in the easiest way or blending pictures. It's not difficult. Okay, now let's see something else. I want to change the colors. I will make a new layer, and I will bring inside GIMP the new layer I have just created, and I have saved it in my desktop. This is the new layer that is from my desktop. Okay. I want to change the colors from all picture. I go to menu bar in Colors tab, and I choose Curves. With curves, a window is opening, and you can adjust color curves. Here is a line. If you move this line, you will see what happens in your picture. The colors are changing. It is an amazing tool that gives you live colors. Let's keep this one. I like it. Okay. If I like it a lot, I save it. Export as in my desktop. Export. Replace. Yes, I want to replace the previous one because this one is better. Maybe I will keep both of them. It is not obligatory to delete the first one. Now, this is one way of changing colors. Let's try something else. Go to colors and press the second line, hue and saturation. With hue and saturation, another window is opening. Hue and saturation. You see here different colors. If you move these buttons over here, you can see what is happening to your image. You can choose the lightness, and you play with it to find the best. Saturation or more vivid colors. It is fantastic. Okay. I want to save it as a picture, but I do not want to delete the first one. So, save as, no, export as. I will change the name to Exotic C1, so I will keep and this one and the previous without losing any of both of them. Export. Export. Did you see? It didn't open the replace, the window replace. It is export. So, as you see now, I have both of them, Exotic C and Exotic C1. Now, with the colors, let's play with color balance. In color balance, you can adjust color balance. Shadows, midtones, highlights. You can change the cyan, only one color from all of them. You can change magenta. You can change the yellow. Play with it to find the most interesting. I like this one. Okay. Export the picture if you like it and learn how. I will export it as 2. My desktop, export. You will get more familiar every time you use GIMP, and it will be very easy then. Now, let's see something else. Colors, brightness and contrast. Another window is opening. Adjust the brightness and contrast. First, start with the brightness. Darker. Contrast over there, no. Contrast over there, nothing, nothing, nothing. Play with it to find wherever it is better. Maybe I do not want to do any changes, so cancel it. Colors. Okay, this is the most common you can use. Levels. The levels is levels tool. Adjust color levels. It's almost the same with curves. You see here, like curves. Okay. I do not want to do any changes. I cancel it. Let's see what filters we can use, and then we will see the tools. Filters. What we can do with filters? I can blur. Simple blur, fast but not very strong. I can use Gaussian blur, most commonly used way of blurring. I can use motion blur, simulate movement using directional blur. I can use pixelize, selective Gaussian blur, blur neighboring pixels but only in low contrast areas, or a tileable blur. Blur the edges of an image so the result tiles seamlessly. And pixelize, simplify image into an array of solid colored squares. You can use whichever. Let's try to use the motion blur. Simulate movement using directional blur. You see here this window how your picture will be after this filter. How much blur you want. You choose it from here, the length and the angle. Let's see this. It is blurred. I don't like it, so I have to come back. Control and Z, or edit and do motion blur. Let's try another filter to find the best for our job. Pixelize. Your picture will become pixeled like this. Choose the pixel width, the pixel height over here. Use the arrows. And OK. It's not obvious now because the filter was in the one pixelized. OK, let's leave it. Go in Distort. Let's find filters in Distort. You may apply lens, blinds, curve bands, emboss, whichever from these. The most useful is the mosaic. You can convert the image into irregular tiles. Let's try mosaic. You see here how beautiful it's going to be, like this. You can make a few changes in tile size, tile height, tile spacing. It's your choice. Tile neatness. Okay, this looks fine. Light direction. color variation. Okay, let's see the result. Oh, it is fantastic, but I lost my picture. But I like this one also. I can save it to keep it. Export as exotic free desktop export. I have an interesting result, but it is not my picture. So let's go back again. Let's try another mosaic. Note losing the first picture. Let's see now. As you see now, my picture is here. So I like it. I like it a lot, so I keep my picture. Export as exotic C4. Desktop. Export. Okay. Now let's go back to use another filter. Distort. Let's see what the emboss filter can do. You see here, it becomes gray. Like metal, like let's go back, Control Z, filter, distort, apply lens, simulate an elliptical lens over the image. Keep original surroundings or set surroundings to background color. I will keep the original. You see the lens? But I don't like it. I go back. Filter, distort. Let's try blinds. You see here, it cuts your image. No. Control Z. Let's find an interesting filter that gives something to my picture. Wrap. Let's see what wrap. The window is opening. You can choose from deform radius, deform amount, deform mode. You can see what it can do exactly. It's fantastic. Filter. Let's see what we have done. Oh, let's try again with the other filter. Filter, distort, wrap. Let's do it. No, undo. If we want to come again in the wrap in the first picture, we reset it. I do stupid things. I don't like it. I reset it. No problem. I try to find something very real interest. Something like spheres. Reset. This is a ball. Reset. Find something you like. Okay, let's see what we have done over here. Okay, another filter. Ends detect. Light and shadow. Gradient flare. Okay, I like this bright star. Edit. You may edit the star. Glow paint options, raise paint options, second flares paint options. Choose and okay, like it. I keep this one. Okay. Another filter. Light and shadow lens flare. Do you see the filter? It's fantastic. I will save my picture and then we will continue with another filter because maybe we will lose it. Export as 4:5. Desktop, export, export. Let's find another filter, light and shadow. Sparkle. You see here, sparkle. Perspective. Filters. And to detect the noise. If you choose the HSV noise, your picture will start having a noise like this. If you like it so, you may use this filter. It's not bad. Let's come in the previews. And detect. If you use the edge detect filter and press the edge, you will see that all your picture will be like this. I don't like it. Go back. Add difference of Gaussians. It disappears. You see here the sample, so you don't need to press OK all the time to see the big picture. You may cancel it if you don't like it. Laplace. No. Filters. Generic. Artistic. Oh, you may play with these filters and find what best suits your needs. I will try now artistic. Artistic cartoon, artistic apply canvas, clothify, cubism, impressionist, glass style, oilify, photocopy, predator, soft glow, Van Gogh, wave. Okay, I will use artistic cartoon. Let's see what happens with the cartoon. You will see your picture like this. I don't like it. If you, no. Let's see this one if it is interesting. No. Let's go to another filter. Artistic. Oilify, smear colors to simulate an oil painting. This is the way how you start getting familiar with filters. This is the only way to play with the filters in different variations, to play with the pictures, to find what's best for you. We wait here, you see this green part over here. When fulls until the end, you will see the result on your picture. So be patient. If you hurry up, maybe it will stuck and you lose all your work if you didn't save it. So be careful to this. No, I don't like it. Control Z and go back. Okay. Okay, just you may also use another filter in the store. You see here the polar coordinates is a fantastic filter, but I don't think the images you turn around or it gives a variation of your picture. Oh, it's not successful, so I don't keep it. Okay, this is the basic knowledge of GIMP. Let's see the tools also. Selection tools, it is the tools that we have shown before, the rectangle, the rectangle select, the ellipse select, free select, foreground select, fuse select. We have shown all of these by color select and intelligent scissors. These are for an advanced level, not now. Paint tools. Paint tools, the most are over here in the toolbox. So it is the bucket fill. You have color in your bucket, so to fill in place you have selected with the rectangle select or the selections, the ellipse select or the free select. You have the bucket to fill, or the blend, or a pencil or a paintbrush, the eraser to erase, airbrush tool, paint using a brush with variable pressure. The ink is calligraphy style painting. Clone tool I have shown you in the previous lesson. It's to selectively copy from an image or pattern using a brush. Healing tool, heal image irregularities. The perspective clone is a tool clone from an image source after applying a perspective transformation. The blur sharpen tool is a selective blurring or unblurring using brush. The smudge tool I have shown you in the previous lesson, that is a smudge selectively using a brush. And the dodge burn, selectively lighten or darken using a brush. These are the tools. What about the windows? The windows are recently closed documents, dockable dialogues, the toolbox, dockable dialogues. It is the windows that you have opened, the layers, the channels, the paths, the color map, histogram, selection editor, navigation, pointer, sample points, colors, brushes, paint dynamics, patterns, gradients, palettes, whatever opens and in the tool options also. Toolbox, tool options. This is the basic of GIMP. If you practice very much with GIMP, you can master GIMP, and then this is familiar with Photoshop. The Photoshop is also the same with much more advanced techniques. You will become master in GIMP and Photoshop while using it every day and have passion for it, creating beautiful art designs and whatever you like. Thanks for joining my channel and my video. If you liked it, subscribe please to my channel and come back soon for another lesson. Bye.